Again, why does the Warlock gear look like I'm wearing a freaking quilt? Or like a really poofy pillowcase or something. I thought the strike was fun. The only problems I think we were having was just we couldn't dish out very much damage, but I think that's more the guns are weak as crap.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't want to give your players guns that'll let them just tear through stuff. But at the same time, I want to not feel like Bungie has completely screwed me by giving me so little power I can't do anything. But like die over and over and over. Again, I think Dawnblade's Icarus dodge is a freaking waste of time. Yay, I get to air dodge, but I can only do it once every 10 seconds. And PvE or PvP, there are better options. Like, Blink does it way better.
Yeah.
Like, the strike, I didn't have a problem with the strike at all. For me, Dawnblade is kind of weak. Like, the super is really cool, but, like, I've got 2 perks that really feel like they're wastes of perk spots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Warlocks have a thing called Winged Sun that I feel like was meant to be the ability from Destiny 1, where they just kind of stop in midair and can fire from the air. But that's not working. I mean, unless there's another button I'm supposed to push, but the tutorial didn't really cover each class. It just covered the A button jumps, the B button ducks, the right trigger shoots people.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but each of these classes has very specific abilities they can do, and some of them don't tell you how to do them unless, like, you've either watched footage or you just know what you're doing. Icarus Dash is a waste. If I melee a guy, I get a speed boost, but I didn't notice it at all, and I meleeed a couple of guys and then just ran off, and it's like you'll get a movement boost and reload speed boost. I didn't see it. I can't use my second perk tree, which actually looks like it'd be a little more fun to play as. So honestly, with Warlock, I'm a little disappointed. There are a lot of really good ideas here. Like the Cataclysm Super is amazing. A heat-seeking Nova Ball that will find a guy and they explode into like little Axion bolts that heat-seek more guys. So I really love that super, but the other tree gives me more healing and survivability, and I would rather have that super and the survivability perks, but they put them on 2 separate trees. So
yeah.
Overcharging my grenade is kind of lame. Killing a guy with Void and making that target explode when they die is pretty cool, but it's just kind of like a little extra something. It doesn't really impact your gameplay at all. Like, I feel like playing Warlock is all about the healing circle or the damage circle and my super. Like, nothing else is really impacting my gameplay or my playstyle, which if they're wanting to focus more on the guns, that's fine. But if they're wanting to focus more on the guns and a lot less on my supers and my special abilities and grenades and stuff, they should have just made one generic class that you can customize with different, like, trees. Like, you can be a Sentinel Guardian, or you can be a, like, Dawnblade Guardian. Like, there is no Titan or Warlock class. There's just 1 or 2 trees that you as a Guardian can choose from. And it feels like that's what they were debating doing, and they decided not to. Just Warlock, I'm kind of disappointed.
So you're saying, like, get rid of the class?
Yeah, like, get rid of the class system and go more
path?
for, like, a Skyrim or a Diablo thing. No, not Diablo, because Diablo had way more skills I could choose from.
That would be a bad comparison.
Yeah, like, Diablo is way better as an RPG. And it looks like Destiny, they're trying to take it more in the shooter direction, but they haven't added anything to the shooter direction. Like, yeah, I now have a grenade launcher on my person instead of like a sniper, but adding 1 or 2 weapons does not make you a better shooter. There has to be new mechanics there to make it different, and it's not. But it could be I'm kind of jaded just because Destiny 1 was out for so long, and I really feel like nothing's changed for me. Like, from my Warlock's perspective, I do like holding B and being able to drop like a little temporary buff for my party. But I don't feel like it's that game-changing because the cooldowns are so slow.
At least from the Warlock perspective. Like, from a Hunter perspective, it looked like you were having as much fun, if not more fun, than you would have in Destiny 1. Like, what did you think of the new Hunter class? I mean, you already said...
I enjoyed it. I honestly have... Yes. There's really not too much I could say on the Hunter. Maybe I'm just...
Like, not much has changed?
Maybe my experience is different. Well, it's obviously changed as far as the super. But that's like the only thing.
Just it could
does
also
feel different to me than Arcblade. But
yeah. Well, I mean, but I think it was because Arcblade only had Arcblade in PvP going for it. Like, if you used the Arcblade super, people died. But outside of PvP...
To me, Arcblade was just so clunky and...
Yeah. Well, does it feel more fluid now?
Terrible. It does. It really does.
Yeah. So...
I mean, people might have a different opinion, but my experience so far has been enjoyable, and I'm definitely looking forward to more of this.
Yeah.
So.
See, I think it's because you didn't have pretty much all of your class functionality just scrapped and thrown out the window and then rebuilt from the ground up with weaker abilities. But the Warlock, I really feel like, aside from one or two perks, I really got gypped.
That is something we ought to...
And for those of you watching,
yell at
if you go into the director, you have the strike and two different kinds of PvP. So if you're not a big PvP fan, they're already telling you via the beta that you're kind of out of luck. Like, if you want to do anything more than the strike, you were totally shafted. So once again, PvP is taking like all the fun, and that's why I'm looking forward to other games coming out that are not swearing up and down that you're gonna come for just like, I love Destiny.
PvP is not a surprise. We knew that was coming.
Well, but I mean,
we knew it was going to be there.
When even in your beta, 2/3 of your content are PvP, that is flat out telling me that that's where your focus is. It's not on gameplay in the PvE setting. It's not on balancing. It's in the PvP sector. And I think that's why all the guns are so freaking weak, is so that everybody can go into PvP and just have gun battles that last a few seconds because the guns are so atrociously sad. I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing as Titan, just because it looks like Titan was more fleshed out when they made it. Like, I kind of feel like they just looked at Warlock and took half the perks Warlocks used and just kind of mushed them together in little groups that looked like they worked together. Like, I feel like they didn't put as much effort into my Warlock as I probably would have if I had been given options. And I think that's what I'm really going to be sad about when the game comes out, is if there are no options. Like, if this is pretty much what we're stuck with in Destiny 2, I am going to be upset. Because instead of having pretty much being able to make my own character and make my own story like Destiny 1 toted about all the time, Destiny 2 is more, this is your story, we're reading it to you, you're just there. Like, I'm getting massively railroaded by my class choices right now. You looked like you had fun playing Hunter. I feel like I am more excited to play Titan than I am to play my Warlock, and that's depressing. So...
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Well, and the fact that I can't even use my second skill tree. Like, I need an upgrade point. And I'm like, why? Why can't I just use the classes you gave me? But here it's I got one option, and for Dawnblade, I hate all the perks in this tree. Mid-air dodge isn't nearly as useful as Blink. It's got a 10-second cooldown. It's freaking trash. Airborne kills recharge my grenade and melee, but there's nothing to help me stay airborne like in Destiny 1. I don't have the stop in mid-air and fire down on people. Like, it looks like I was supposed to have an ability that does that, but it's not working. Like, engage enemies mid-flight. Like, I feel like I should be able to, while in mid-air, smash people down. But the other tree for Dawnblade has all the cool one. Phoenix Dive lets me, while I'm in mid-air, I can hit the B button, hit the ground, and regain health.
That's cool.
I can stun a guy with my melee and make him blow up if he dies. That's pretty cool. Daybreak's like little phoenix flame things heat seek people, and it's got a perk that killing an enemy with my super extends its duration, which in my opinion, my super lasted maybe 4 or 5 seconds tops. Like, I got 3 or 4 of those little fire shots, and then my super was over, and I didn't really feel like I had done a whole heck of a lot of stuff. Like, cooldowns, I think if they change the cooldown timing, it's gonna make things a lot easier on everybody. But I don't know what they're aiming for with this beta. Like, if they're aiming for PvP, then I guess, yeah, make the cooldowns slow as molasses so that people aren't just supering each other left and right. But for the PvE, Warlocks disappoint me. And that's just flat out sad. I really feel like Warlock, they could have fine-tuned more. And why do Warlocks have this stupid little wristband? It's so stupid looking.
The only thing different for Gunslinger is that we're able to dodge, just like on Arcstrider. And
well, but the dodge is like,
that's pretty much it.
Your passive, it's the hunters, period, get that ability. So
like, our jumps are the same. We still have the same type of grenades, it looks like. Like, they're all named the same from before.
Yeah. Like,
so
the grenades
really
grenades
changed.
actually feel like they hit harder. Like, I'm not gonna say like fix the grenades. The grenades are perfect. The new rift thing.
We still have the explosive knife. Go ahead.
No, keep going. You're good.
I was just going to say that we still have the explosive knife. Like, you throw your knife and it explodes. Let's see. Chains of Woe. I don't remember that one. Precision kills increase weapon reload speed for you and nearby allies.
See, they made it so a lot of the
significantly
perks actually buff you and your whole team. And that's nice.
Okay.
But I want to feel like I am getting stronger. Not like you get a kill with a headshot and everybody gets stronger.
I think one important change to this, the ability called 6-shooter. Golden Gun can be fired quickly up to 6 times, but has a shorter duration, which is kind of cool.
Well, I mean, it's because they designed it more. You don't just kind of, yeah. Here it's good, but the shots are a lot weaker.
Changed.
If you've seen any kind of gameplay, it might take you 4 or 5 of those 6 shots to kill one yellow bar enemy. So, like, they took the 3 shots you had before and just halved the damage, it feels like, and spread it out more. All right, guys, so that's pretty much all of our opinions on this. Some things got weaker and sad. Some things stayed the same or got just a little stronger. We will probably do the other classes and then maybe or maybe not video some of that, since it sounds like my laptop just can't handle the awesomeness for more than like half an hour or so, and we've been playing this for a couple of hours now, so I'm sorry about that, guys. Just, I'm not using a full-blown computer. I'm using a little laptop, and poor little guy can't handle it. So we will see you next time. Av, is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Lights out.